What's up, guys? Things would work better if I remembered how to press buttons. Also, before I forget... Oops. That button. Apparently there are multiple buttons I'm forgetting tonight. There. I looked at the quests we have left after I posted the Discord announcement, and unless one of them turns out to be one of the surprising ones where it sounds like a conversation and turns into a whole thing, I think they're actually both going to be fairly short. This must not be one of the ones where we automatically get plunged into it as soon as we arrive, because it doesn't say anything about having to include her. Who did I bring? For her quest before? I'm pretty sure it was Lucanis because there was the whole we're going to deal with a demon thing. Probably not even going to matter for this one, honestly. There was a funeral side quest for Lucanis back near the beginning of the game too, and it ended up being like super short, like one short cutscene, and that was basically it. So this could end up being basically the same thing, but we'll see. Oops. I really am mixing up all the buttons today, apparently. everybody but Lucanis has Heroes of Veilguard now. One of the two things that's listed as a story quest is arguably his. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he's required for it. So it could still be possible that he'll still get it, but I also haven't ruled out the possibility that not saving Treviso might have cost me that.
We offer this form to the sky, the sea, and the earth. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
We're a team. We stick together no matter what.
Still, I appreciate it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's been this way for centuries. It's part of who the Dalish are. Maybe the archive could have told me.
Okay. I would have sworn that this piece of her earring wasn't actually there before. It could have been a lighting thing, where I just didn't see it. But I like it. Random observation.
Why? Before I freed it. But it's what I know. And what I want.
In general, I've been defaulting to the humor option, except when it feels like it would be pointlessly callous to do so. Like, it might not be that tone deaf, whatever the actual line is, but the prompt being I'm bad at funerals is just like, okay, it's not about me, obviously.
I know it's hard, but you can do this.
I already buried him once. At least this time, it's for real. Let's head to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess.
Uh-huh. I'm pretty sure that bridge was not there before. Because I seem to remember spending a little bit of time in this area hunting around trying to figure out how to raise this bridge.
I wonder what we lost. By freeing the archive, I mean.
Besides an opportunity to be called witless fool a dozen times a day?
Definitely not gonna miss that.
Check all the dark corners. This time we're being access to this area, so, you know, gotta collect all the shinies, obviously. Oh, we've got another statue puzzle. Usually when there's one of these statues, there's another one somewhere. From this angle, this gigantic stone statue in the middle looks like the less grotesque version of the two skeletons in love statue that I have for the lighthouse centerpiece. Like them, but back when they were alive, basically.
Bellara,
Hey, Erilyn.
look, if you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways,
This
I'm
is
like the first
how legends are made.
Oh no. Oh, Prime Slime streak must go on. Nobody, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Holy shit, 33 months is insane. Prime Slime indeed. Nuh-uh. Did you at least get to see me jump scared by the... Oh, I already have... When did I pick up the... Okay. I don't know when I picked up the hovery thingy, but apparently I can't put it here. Oh, I'm guessing it was on the other side of those broken... the wood stuff I just broke. Because I did just... I saw two things that were interactable and kind of assumed that they were both treasure. And just double tapped A, so that's probably how that happened. Where we came in. I'm guessing I can't put it up there until after. Right. Oh, intuitive tampering. I was sort of expecting it to be Taash's light shit on fire ability. It makes more sense for it to be Bellara, but you know.
A third we give to the sky to share your story with the sun and moon. Feels a little weird saying that one with everything we know now. It's not the ancient elf's fault that Elgernon is, well, what he is. Did I make the right choice? Freeing the archive? Losing that piece of who we were?
Well, now you're making me second guess it. That said, I can't think of a much less comforting answer to did I make the right choice than, well, we live with the choices we make. Like, that is not reassuring at all.
Not every question has a good answer, but who we are is just as important as who we were.
Syrian didn't want our people to be defined by our struggle. He wanted to go back to who we were, before. He said that's when we were ourselves all the way through.
Philosophical question. Aren't we always who we are? That might not be like the best version or even the most complete version of ourselves, but if we are being that, Is that by definition who we are?
But that struggle, it happened. It changed us into who we are now.
Kind of what I meant.
Just
Sort of.
wish it were easier to know. Okay. Next brazier.
I just realized that my current outfit kind of matches hers.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral.
Hers is still quite possibly the coolest looking out of any of the armors I've seen so far. Everybody included. It's definitely the coolest out of the, like, Heroes Veilguard unique armors I've gotten for anybody so
Death's
far.
hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird. Probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, on to the next brazier. What they did, the Evan-Eurus, to us, I can never forgive.
With any luck, you can say that right to their faces.
Looking forward to it.
Neve.
Neve, what are you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Neve. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family.
Oh,
All right, go on and light the brazier.
you know that's got to make her feel all giddy and happy inside, given how much she sort of idolized Neve at the very beginning. Like, I'm sure she sees Neve more as a person and less as a storybook hero nowadays, but still, like, I would imagine anyone you once idolized saying that would just be like all sorts of warm, fuzzy feelings. I can speak from, oddly enough, personal experience when I say that grief and warm, fuzzy feelings combined makes for a very interesting combination.
A third we give to the sea, to share your story with the heart of the world. We always talked about visiting other lands. Syrian and me, I mean. Maybe the Evan-Eurus did just that. Conquered other people. Shattered them like they did the doors. What would the world look like if they'd left it alone?
Well, we've now met 3 elven gods and 1 almost god, and honestly, can't say I care much for them. But you know, the rest of us elves are doing okay. At least the ones that aren't gods.
I keep trying to remember. The Elven were the first people the Evan-Eurus enslaved. They broke us and kept us broken. We survived in spite of them, not because of them. But it's still hard knowing what I know. Okay, on to the next one. Okay.
Just realized I haven't been saving for future cutscenes.
Yeah.
It's
One
unlike me.
more brazier to go. I'd always get the words wrong. In the rituals, I mean. Syrian would laugh at me. Well, not in a mean way, and he'd help me. It meant a lot.
So why are there people waiting after the obstacles?
It's a reminder that on the other side of even the hardest days, people are there for you. I like it. It's literal in a really reassuring way.
Yeah. That's a nice thought.
Also, very, very nice to find those people.
I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
This is what we've always done, that I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral was for my grandmother. I was 7, had to climb through a bunch of fallen trees. By the time I got to the end, I was dirty and tired and sad, but not as sad as I thought I'd be. So I guess it worked. At least a little bit.
Bellara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
Final notes on a mystery substance from a scroll found in the ruins, translated from Elven by Bellara. I write this down to remind myself that I have not gone mad. Somehow, Atrahel found the rest of the substance. I confronted him, and rather than release it, he chose to consume it. Upon doing so, there was a sound, a terrible rending sound, and his form changed. It rippled and grew and shone with an unnatural light. And then there was power, beyond any I've ever seen. I shielded myself just in time, but others did not, and of them nothing remains, not even dust. I am leaving, for I am sure the Evanuras will soon come. But once again, the great Anaras shall evade their grasp. Extremely creepy, and of course it was Anaras. Signed by Bellara. Extremely creepy indeed.
And a third returns to the soil, to blossom once again into life. And that's it. A Dalish funeral, or one version, at least. It hasn't changed much in centuries, from and to the earth.
After freeing the archive, Bellara has turned to Dalish traditions for comfort and a new future.
I think Syrian would have appreciated it. There's a reason it stayed constant for so long. The rituals tie us together.
You know, I thought I'd be sadder, but I'm okay, mostly. It hurts, but a little bit less every day. Freeing the archive, was it the right choice? Does it mean Syrian died for nothing?
Well, the more times you ask me that question, the more times I feel like maybe the answer is no, and I don't even know why.
Well, you sent Anaris back to whatever nightmare he came from. That's not nothing.
That's a really good point. He wanted to reclaim our past, find the truth of who we were. He never got that, never found out what he wanted. But he did the right thing. and I got to say goodbye. That's worth something, right? Now I have to live my life. For him, for me, and for our people.
That's all any of us can do. Just keep living and putting one foot in front of the other.
It's just hard. Sometimes. Harder than it should be. We'll figure out who we were, who we are, and we'll do it the right way. It's time we let the ghosts of the past rest. I hope you've found peace, and that we'll meet again. Goodbye, Syrian. I love you.
God damn it. I'm not crying. My eyes might be a little dry, but I'm not crying. You know, I think in a way, it's... Oh, damn. I didn't press the button fast enough. Which means now that codex is probably lost forever because I'm never going to find it in the depths of the many, many, many codices I haven't read yet. What was I about to say?
Kill them, or your lives are forfeit!
Oh, shit. Let me catch the thought I was about to say before we get under attack, because then I'll lose it forever. Oh yeah. I think it's just as well that the writing is slightly less impactful, I guess, in this game. Like, as I've mentioned before, my standards are pretty low. So, like, I personally wouldn't call it bad by any means, but I think for me at least it's maybe a slightly good thing that it's a little bit less powerfully written than the other games were, just because so many people have freaking died in this game that I think if it were as powerfully written as the other games, I might just be broken by now. Oh, I heard Venatori, but they don't... Okay, never mind then. I mean, when the caption comes up that says Venatori are talking and it's kill them or your lives are forfeit, like, you expect that to be followed up with an attack, right?
So, Taash, look, Lucanis and I are...
I get it.
Get what?
He's a crow. Dangerous. Deadly. You have to trust that he won't kill you every time he touches you.
Oh, no.
And you're a mage. He's a mage killer. It's like you're his prey.
Not what I'm into, but thanks.
Anyway, I'm happy you two are doing it.
Thanks, Taash.
Yeah, I imagine that wouldn't really be their thing, given that I have a hard time imagining either one of them not being the hunter in that scenario. It's a shame, really, that nobody else has Tasha's sense of smell when she goes around poking into people's business and teasing them about their relationships and such. Somebody else could be teasing her about Harding, except that apparently she's the only one who can smell people's crushes on them. Let me update my stream title real quick. OBS. Halla is a word. Add it to the dictionary. Thank you. Interesting. It did not give me the option. Travel directly to the quest. Actually, since we ended up here anyway. Quick stop. Just to see if any of the shops have anything new and interesting. It's the one I always end up clicking and forgetting that it's just
Bellara. You okay? You look sad.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking about my brother.
Yeah. Sometimes I see stuff that reminds me of my mother.
What do you do? When it hits you, I mean.
I don't know. I ask someone how they're doing. Then I'm thinking about them and not me.
Oh. I'm sorry, Taash.
Nah. It's a good hurt. Mostly.
actually don't really have that much money. Now that I'm looking at it. Although most of this stuff is bought with the big crystal thingies anyway. Nope, nothing new.
Come on over to get ripped and equipped.
I guess I got... Guess I got the unique from here already. Actually,
Have a...
I'm pretty sure we determined
lost
that...
the roll when your team divvied up the loot? Come treat yourself.
Pretty sure we determined that the gold value doesn't actually change, even if the loyalty is higher. But
Go dent some helmets.
So, Taash prized the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my. What kind of statue was this? Big snake.
silence.
Like, the size of a horse? 30 feet tall. Had the size of a wagon.
How'd you get up there?
They carved the scales. Made okay handholds.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Taash whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Taash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
What was it that Alistair said that one time? Was it Andraste's knicker weasels? Something like that? If I'm remembering that correctly, it's still more inventive than Maker's Panties, but I'm pretty sure that Maker's Panties is a new one.
Ah, shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barv.
Oh. Okay.
a barv?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a barv. Oh, there we go.
Any reason you can't just apologize?
Sometimes people say, oops, sorry, and hope that fixes it. But they just want to get the whole thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a barv, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them. Oh, you know, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so...
Oh, the way she said that was so mean, girl. That's funny.
too bad about it that it's on everyone else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
Oh, okay. Yes, some people might do that.
Pulling a barv puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
Oh, I'm glad the Lords of Fortune have Taash's back.
Oh, Taash isn't the first non-binary member of the Lords.
Really?
It was a little before your time, but Horlicks was one of ours.
Huh.
Bastard looked better than I did in a dress or pants. And out of them, too.
So you either learn to make fewer mistakes or you get gigantic muscles.
Or both. I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh.
Anyway...
You slipped up there a little bit, Isabella. Careful, someone might start to think you actually care.
Where was I? So, there Taash is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yelled that we'll get them out of there, and Taash just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach I get, but did it really have...
Hey, who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well... I don't know what.
It's fine.
No! They're your favorite.
Bellara, I know you're sorry, but you did mess up.
I know.
And what do we do when we mess up?
Yes, you're right. I'm pulling a barv.
The fact that she said that like a pirate is funny.
2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
I thought you weren't supposed to bend your knees when you're doing push-ups. Am I wrong about that? Guess I've... Guess I've never really been in a spot where I was expressly being taught to do a proper push-up. I suppose I can't really say. Okay, so I was right about those two being on the shorter side for sure. Yeah. No. Bellara does have a thingy.
Where was that book on wisps?
Wisps stole the book on wisps.
Oh, Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Oh, come on. I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, mostly.
You've got fighting and romance. What more do you need?
Well, lots of things, really. A plot, pacing, that sort
Plot schmott. Who needs plots?
of thing. But most of that's going okay so far.
So, what did you want to ask then?
It's my hero. I know who they are, what they look like, all of that. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
Oh, just the easy questions, huh? I'm not sure. I feel like answering I'm not sure is kind of a... Your guess is as good as mine? I might change my mind tomorrow sort of thing? I feel like the redemption dialogue one could be interesting, like, knowing that that's there, it could be interesting to sort of headcanon your own backstory for Rook for that, but since I didn't, it doesn't really make much sense. Besides, this one just kind of fits.
The world's gonna end if we don't stop it. And I don't see a whole lot of other people lining up to help.
I wish I could be like that. Facing danger, caution to the wind.
I'm sorry. We fought a forgotten one, like, yesterday. Did you forget that already?
But that's pretty much exactly what you do, all the time.
Thank you, Rook.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it, that's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god.
To be fair, I have to keep in mind that she apparently has only read romance serials that end with happy endings, so I guess it makes sense that she's read mostly, like, the most stereotypically classic sort of hero stories and not ones that... Really, I just read too many fantasy books is what I'm getting at here.
Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
Not a lot of people can say that. Couple of dozen, at most.
Never thought I'd be one of them. But maybe let's wait to celebrate. Until it's over. Anyways, I should get back to it. Writing. Thanks, Rook. That helped. A lot.
Oh, I missed the codex again, damn it. Legacies and Legends is not a point of no return, so do that next. I am committed to this whole updating stream title thing, even if there's no particular reason to. Yes, oh yes, Treviso is a word. Add it to the dictionary. Obviously, we have to take. Treviso means blight, which means darkspawn. So it's as good a reason as any to bring Davern, I think.
Rook stopped the odd time. Took down their comic maker. She did your job for you. She's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody.
Did you complete his cousin's contract?
Where was Rook when the dragon attacked our city?
Why do you keep coming back here?
I want to help.
How can...
You're just defending me to some governor or something. Why all of a sudden are you all grouchy at me again?
Make up for the dragon? The blight?
Right.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antam from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
That every not fine person ever.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
Because you've done such a great job so far.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
You don't expect much, do you?
Hopefully it is that simple. Our contact knows the city and Antam, but we don't know them.
How do you know it's for real?
Okay, I really don't want to be agreeing with Governor Evenchi or whatever his name is. But mystery contact, you don't know who it is, who knows a surprising amount about what you want to know. Sounds like a trap to me.
They gave us patrol patterns, dreadnought arrivals. Their information is real.
And you didn't share this with me?
People in this city continue to sicken and die. Do you not have other more pressing matters to attend to?
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they ask for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
What about the human help that Antam was getting? You have any leads on that?
We continue what you started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
There's really no clue who it is?
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
Nobody asked
to promise help.
So do you, when you're not killing each other. Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
That has yet to be proven.
Well, you have yet to do anything but growl and grump about how everybody else ought to be doing better, so forgive me if I'm not particularly moved by your statements.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
I would prepare for one.
Yeah. Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
And the rest of us will hope not to get caught in your crossfire again.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the Blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say. Our informant is near the field hospital, Rook.
They said you'd know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
You know, this guy is almost as insufferable as the first warden. Given that the first warden ultimately ended up sacrificing his life for his cause, despite his pride. So far, this guy is actually a step behind him, I would say.
Unknown contact. This is a trap.
Uh-huh.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us. If our informant actually knows where Elganon and Gillinane are performing their next ritual, it's worth the risk.
Get ready.
Weird. I'm confused. And my brain seems to be lagging as much as everything else.
We have company.
Enemies of Empire!
In we go! Do not falter, supplicants! Trouble! Go! Go! I feel a blessing! More! No relief! Get out of there!
Beat the odds.
Okay. Viago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them. I just hope their supposed information about the god's location is actually true.
Ooh. That's weird. We started the quest already. Apparently not.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher!
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense.
Close your mouth, Rook. You look a little dumb.
I promise. I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Okay.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered on Tom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation. But not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
Really?
You expect me to believe the Butcher of Treviso?
I butcher lying cattle. They don't deserve what they have. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own.
I mean, the whole point is that they're not literally gods, just saying, but get your point.
Purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as the city.
He says you stay true to your roles with such admiration, like he didn't leave the Coon behind and basically rebel against that sort of thing.
And you want a secret from me.
You're not an end-of-the-world type. Are you with the gods or not?
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers.
You know, this up close, he does look a little bit dark-spawny, I'm not gonna lie. Not fully dark-spawny, just a little bit.
They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become...
I mean, maybe the crows do. Although it's kind of the first I've heard of it, it doesn't look very casino-like. But I live in a lighthouse in the Fade, so, you know.
What the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
The butcher was our
There's just the two of them.
Contact, and he's letting himself fall to the blight. Finish them off. We need to go after the butcher. So the butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
By turning himself into a monster.
Not gonna lie, that was definitely an interesting plot twist. I will say, get big impression that maybe he didn't have much of a choice about the turn into a monster part. I have a feeling that
everyone's acting like normal, like the butcher hasn't gone nuts.
Who's going to believe that? I don't.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
feel like maybe he was going crazy regardless.
God's gnaw at my mind. I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice? He's changing.
I see. My Treviso. Will not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver and fighting his own Antom.
That thing's a monster. How could it tell us anything about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
Better be ready.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual.
Hold on, I gotta see what. Large amount of additional health. Okay, that's.
Fight me when they say. So beautiful. But not like Treviso. Final ritual. You saved Joel.
There's nothing left of him.
I see Tearstone Island! The ritual! Tearstone Island!
I'm ready, Rook.
Here ya.
Gotta end this now!
Okay, that wasn't too bad. Dallas, how's it going?
He's gone. And he named the ritual site.
You're not that late. You're fine.
Butcher did.
You didn't miss much. Just a bunch of conversations and a little bit of me opining on random philosophical thoughts that popped into my head. How's it going?
Lie, if that's worth anything.
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all...
This guy... Yeah, I take back what I said before. He's even more annoying than the First Warden, because at least the First Warden had a little redemption moment there at the end. This guy is just an insufferable ass.
Devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final pointless confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
The Butcher did warn us about a traitor. Didn't get a chance to name them, though. Thanks for confirming that for us, Evenchi.
Given how much that man talked, I'm shocked he actually kept his mouth shut.
You sold Treviso out to the Antom.
I did what I did to help this city, to save it, to keep...
And look how brilliantly it worked. It's supreme doucheness indeed. Best title. Congratulations, Eventi. You have been promoted from governor. Your supreme doucheness.
My people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antom. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Menrathis. I gave up the crows. You gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook. And its killer wears your face.
Based on the prompts, I like that this one looks a little more offensive than defensive, if that makes sense. So it turns out that way.
You weakened Treviso long before that blighted dragon attacked Governor. What if Treviso's people could have fought back? Could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antom kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook! You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elgernon and Gillinane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary rites to one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
This guy's whole philosophy confuses me a little, I'm not gonna lie. But then, I suppose, an awful lot of questionable decisions are made when people make big, powerful decisions based on passion without the logical capability to go with it.
Makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what? A city that is sick, and whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antom fell in line?
Whatever the Antom are looking for, Evenchi's giving it to them.
The Blight changes things. Even the Antom fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
The lectures, the insults. Eventually made sure all we saw was a hopped-up bureaucrat who was jealous that Treviso loves the crows. If someone had told me Evenchi was in charge of the Antam, I wouldn't have believed it. And yet...
Yes, but you have forced them into the open.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The Butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
When Evenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
Evenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
I never realized that calling someone a bookkeeper could sound so thoroughly insulting.
You're not concerned the gods will send the Antam more support?
The gods might come for us, but they're coming for everyone. I believe you are crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Evenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgernon and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the Blight, help us deal with the governor.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
All right. Back to the lighthouse, just to check if anybody has anything particular to say. And also because I feel like a change of outfit for meeting with the Inquisitor. Pretty sure after... New message. Message from the front. Drums of War. Oh wait. Is this even... I'm not sure this is the new one. One second. Maybe it is. Alright, the drums of war. Rook. Events move with tremendous speed. Much that we thought certain has turned out to be only wishful thinking, and every day we find ourselves pushed to our limits. The Darkspawn, until now, little more than a trickle, have become a flood, and we've been forced to abandon villages and settlements all across the southern Ferelden. We've retaken Skyhold from the demons that infested it. How does that happen? And there we've brought refugees from this onslaught. How fitting that the fortress that housed my people when we waged war against Corypheus should serve to once again protect the innocent from would-be gods. Yet I fear that even Skyhold won't be sufficient. Already the Darkspawn have claimed Redcliffe, and the shores of Lake Calenhad writhe with the Blight's corruption. Our land sickens and dies, and I fear that whoever among Ferelden's people live through this relentless assault will starve to death instead. It's a cruel fate for those who have already been through so much. Skyhold stands as firm as the rock of the mountains themselves, but stone provides little sustenance. The chastened and Avar hunt and bring food, but even they return empty-handed more often than not. But hope remains. There has been no sign of the Antam in the Waking Sea, and reports from Orlais suggest that the Venatori have been fought to a standstill. The Free Marches have unified under a single banner, and even now march south to aid us in our struggle. I can't say with confidence that we'll win this war, but we will make the gods pay in blood for every inch of ground. The people of Thedas have not yet fallen, and I hope they never will. Yours, the Inquisitor. Okay, some new peoples. New quests. Note from the crows. Rook, we've gotten wind of what Governor Eventually plans for Treviso. It is not good. Come find us in the Diamond. Viago.
Bellara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
It's hard. At least I got to talk to him at the end. The real him.
That's something. But I'm sure it still hurts. If anything happened to Hassan.
Cherish him while you can.
That's the truth.
Spite will not stop demanding revenge for Treviso. Is there any more we can do?
That was a very quick conversation. Okay then. Is it Neve who had a... Yes.
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
Why? What's happening?
Nothing that I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once?
Anything ever that simple, though? I mean, maybe, but... I suppose it's worth trying for simple enjoyment from time to time. You never know. Maybe just one time it'll work out. do really like this armor. I just feel like something a little grander would suit well for the meeting with the Inquisitor. And I also, just recently, I didn't even catch it. We picked it up during the last quest last week. And I missed it at first. I like it. Oops. I mean, it's some really cool parkour when she does that, but it's not quite the shortcut that I mean it to be. Get my stream title here. Any day now, when things decide to catch up. There we go. I feel like bringing Davin with me just because I'm being a little bit of a brat and like very low-key rubbing it in the face of my own Inquisitor that I can in fact bring my in-game romance on quests with me in this game. Whereas I romance Colin in Inquisition, so I could not. He had to stay at Skyhold. Oh, we definitely gotta bring Harding too, because the Inquisitor, obviously. Yes.
Have you heard about these shadow dragons? They worry me.
Siege of Siconia, back on stage. Where to see her?
I'm sorry. Did she just say the shadow dragons were you? Shadow dragons are like your local heroes, lady. Come on. What the hell? Ooh, the lag. I think it's just proves that there are too many people in Minrasus. Hey, Ulrich, how's it going? Good to see ya. Welcome back. Less hair, but a lot more tattoos. Nice.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor.
Uh-oh. Oh, okay, there she is. I was gonna say, this feels like a trap.
It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon's... Gosh, that was ages ago at this point. We've done so many very long companion quests since then. Oh, right. So Elganon trapped us in this, like, Fade puzzle maze thing. And because it was some sort of construct of the Fade, Solus was able to show up somehow and basically distracted him so that we could find our way out. Don't know how cynical I want to be about this, though. I don't know if he did have a choice. I mean, he's about as close to a god as any of them are, I suppose, but... Hello, kitty cat. You come to say hi? Hopefully you guys heard that. He's loafed on my desk with his face right next to the mic. Like, sitting up against one of the hands that's holding the gamepad.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I once called him by another name. Friend.
Some friend.
Do you always agree with your friends?
We're pretty aligned on whether or not to destroy the world, if that's what you mean.
I'll never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear, you know this too.
But...
he became the...
Wait. Wait, am I just being dumb? Who did Solus kill? He shot Varric. The last time I checked, Varric is upstairs in the lighthouse, so unless I've literally been hallucinating him at all of the team meetings. That would be quite the plot twist, I'm not gonna lie. Turns out Varric's been dead and I've just been having conversations with his ghost this entire game. I don't... It seems a little out there, but... Can't think of... There's probably something that happened in Inquisition that I'm just blanking on majorly.
Those names when he fought gods, and regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
That'd be very Sixth Sense. Yeah, it would be. It would also be very not Sixth Sense for me to have entire team meetings where Varric is present and like participating in the conversation, and I'm the only one who can see him and nobody has called me out for being crazy yet. Option 1 or 2, the answer will be revealed to yourself later. I have no doubt that that's probably the case, one way or another. Fun. To be fair, I was a little distracted because I was still thinking about Inquisition and stuff, but regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Familiar. I mean, yes, from Solus and Inquisition. I don't fully get the sounds like you and me thing, which simultaneously makes me not want to choose it because it's not what I'm thinking, but also kind of makes me want to choose it just to see what on earth that's about. It'll probably tell me what it's about regardless.
Solus earned his prison, and the gods have earned what's coming to them too.
I'm just saying, focus on tomorrow. They're the ones looking backward.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or...
You're handling things. This part, what you have now, I just miss the banter about friends.
Well, I brought Harding with me, but apparently the game decided to leave her behind. So, you know. Sorry about that, Tally. Insert Jeopardy music here.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
Since we're already here.
If you got a job for me, let me know.
Be willing to bet this one's pretty short. Go ahead and do this one while we're here anyway. We're getting very close. I'm pretty sure.
Thought the cart was done.
I'm pretty sure that after the team meeting, which is its own, technically its own quest entry, I'm pretty sure the next quest after that is the point of no return. So we're very close to the end of the game.
When the Venatori grabbed me, you did a good job polishing her up.
I was happy to help. Besides, Neve might starve without your cart.
Yeah, well, free fish next time. You too, Gallus.
Sure, Hal. Rana, I've got someone for you to meet.
Right. I'm almost finished here.
Good reading? And here I thought you'd be working our cases.
I got a tip on a red lyrium smuggler who leaves coded messages in the paper. I placed a coded ad pretending to be a buyer. If the smuggler took the bait, I'll know where he's trading the goods.
Because you convinced Neve Dogtown needs hope, she and Rana have created a detective agency together. Rana sounds like she's having fun with it too, not gonna lie.
Secret codes? Amazing. What else is in there? Gossip, scandal?
It's like you've read it already.
There's a puff piece about a cat.
Was it involved in a scandal?
Maybe.
Okay. What are we after?
We're looking for the phrase Virantium brandy.
Got it.
Hold on. What's this? Neve Gallus and Rana Savas, investigators.
Right. That. I may have paid for another small advertisement.
You what?
If we want to help people, they need an easier way to find us. It's approachable.
I regret this already.
What would our ad say? God Hunters Extraordinaire.
That's brilliant. Maybe we should advertise.
Slow down. We haven't seen if this one works out.
There. Virantium brandy. I know where to stop the red lyrium deal. This one, anyway.
Good catch. You might work out after all. Still, I'd prefer you have backup when you need it. And if I'm not around... Rana, meet the Viper. I put in a word for you.
The Viper? You're real. Wait, a word? For what?
Come. It's time you met the Shadow Dragons.
Are you Neve Gallus?
How did you...
I saw your advertisement. I need your help.
Then you're in the right place.
I guess that answers the question about the advertisement working out. I said it the British way. The advertisement working out. That said, I'm not sure I want to put us in the paper, because we're already a little bit full up with hunting gods.
Minrathus calls, we answer.
Cross your fingers it's not for nothing.
It won't be.
Have a seat. I'm guessing you've got a story.
I just felt two paws on my knee under my desk. You want to come up? Looking for a lap? Dragon scoop up and off the lap. Yeah, there you go. Mostly because I needed some way to make the decision, and thank you for the ghost shout out, Ulrich. We haven't used that command in a while, have we? Hi. I'm getting head bonked in the face. But my rook, I went with the Shadow Dragon background, so to me it just made a lot more sense for her to save the city that she had already spent presumably years trying to help, rather than a city she'd only been to like once or twice. That was the majority of the reason. Ow, easy. You hungry? You ready for some dinner? Oh, what's going on? You've come and inserted yourself into the gaming zone. Trying to wrangle the cat at the same time. Now I've missed which. I missed which one of these was the new one. Well. Okay, I'm going to Date, stream title. If you guys will give me just a second, I can go feed the hungry kitty cat before he decides that he has to eat my fingers. Give me just a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Alrighty. Thank you guys for your patience. Better hungry kitties to chew on actual food rather than mom hands, you know.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with the Flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the on-time.
Sorry if you guys are hearing bells in the background. Genobi has kindly taken on the task of keeping the cat occupied so I can actually, like, focus on the game.
Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
A dozen ships, a dozen fleets. Would that really change the odds against Elganon and Gillenane? By all rights, we should already be counted out of this fight. But look at us. We've made it this far. No one quits.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet.
Her standards for boat are not very high, I must say. Just has to float. I mean... Okay.
May not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
They're taking us seriously, which is flattering. And it can work in our favor.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, veil jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us, except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
Huh. I'm surprised these are mutually exclusive. When it says everyone, does that include Morgan and the Inquisitor? Because that'd be useful. I'm gonna go with that one and hope it includes the other two.
For something like this, we'll need everyone we know. Would Morrigan help?
Ah.
Could Morrigan help?
The world's ending. That's when Morrigan does her best work.
Great. Tell Morrigan the plan. See if the Inquisitor's willing to help us. I know she's busy leading the fight in the south, but she knows this blight won't end until the gods are dead.
Usually, if the decision locks you into something, they tell you. But still.
I hear that we're ready as we'll ever be, but we can always be more prepared. Weeks until the next eclipse gives us time. Let's use it wisely.
Agreed.
Get some rest. Then we'll take care of outstanding business.
I'm not really surprised that Taash disapproved of that, but yeah. Suggested lighthouse improvements. On the back of a crudely drawn picture of the lighthouse in Bellara's handwriting. Some kind of motivating force? Do we make the lighthouse move through the Fade? Look into Canary dreadnoughts. Ask Taash about how they move. Archon's palace cannon. Very important. Fade is full of dangerous creatures. If one of them gets close, overcharge using ambient magical energy. Barrier. See above. Also lots of debris still floating around Lighthouse. Could end up hitting someone's room / send them floating off into the Fade. She's basically trying to turn the lighthouse into an armed airship. I love it. Inverse illuvian effect. Instead of moving small objects through mirror, use mirror to move lighthouse through itself. Very complicated. Dreams not changing nature of reality. Lighthouse is somehow protected from effects. Above, if effect were disabled or dampened, could we use dreams to create things? Investigate. Addendum written in Emmeric's careful hand. My dear Bellara, I believe we have spoken several times on the wisdom of turning the lighthouse into something far different from its current purpose. While I doubt neither your knowledge nor your enthusiasm, as we have mentioned previously, the lighthouse provides us with a secret base from which to fight. It is not intended to be some sort of vessel of war. Let us let this line of inquiry rest. Emmerich. Written in Bellara's scrawling hand. Dear Professor, this was all purely academic, I promise. Also, do not look under the Illuvian platform. I cannot stress this enough. Bellara. Hold on. Okay, first order of business, I feel like. Is to go look under the Illuvian platform if I can see under there. I can't really. Okay, come on. Let's see what these two are gossiping about, and then see what other side quests may or may not have appeared.
Let's say we beat the Archdemon, the gods, all of them. Where do you go next?
The easy answer is I move to the next job. Keep looking after Docktown.
And the truth?
I don't know what comes next on a good day. And we're fighting gods. Let's see if, first off,
Mourn Watch. I haven't gotten to max level in their shop yet. I don't know if the point of no return cuts off shops or not. I do know that it's not fully the finale. Like, you have to do all the companion quests and everything before then, but I don't know if it actually cuts off, like, the ability to earn shop points and things, because there is a whole chapter after that, I believe. That said, I think the Mourn Watch, yeah, the Mourn Watch is the only shop I haven't leveled up yet. I think there's still a couple of things from Shadow Dragon shop, and maybe also the Grey Wardens I was going to buy and haven't, because I ran out of money last time. I meant to be looking at for like new quests available, exclamation marks on the map. I got distracted because I was thinking about shops and faction levels and I didn't check. I will check after I...
Wait. You finished the ones I gave you?
Yes.
And there might be a
Give me a hand.
Of course.
Oops. Not quite close enough.
Keeping safe? Till next.
Oh, good. The Caretaker's Workshop can be upgraded. Fantastic. Oh, there's new quest available here somewhere. Oh yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure I established that the Emporium doesn't restock. I don't think it does, but I'm gonna double check because I haven't looked in a while.
Remember, tell all your friends they are unworthy of setting foot within the Black Emporium.
I forgot that he used the fade crystal thingies. Ooh, 50 momentum on a successful takedown. I don't know how many that is, like if that gets me a full momentum point or not. But it is pretty good. I don't remember if she has that one equipped currently or not. I only have, oops. Wrong button again. I've been doing that all day. The caretaker currently has a level up. So I'm not going to spend any more on mementos until I know for sure whether whether it'll still do me any good after my return, because right now I do not know that. Oops. It lagged and I thought I didn't hit the button hard enough.
Here we go! Attack!
Oh.
again!
Who's there? Protect the ship, madam. You don't have to. So, never mind.
They're hammering us! We're not done! That's how we do it! My God!
That looked like it hurt. And now Venatori? What's going on?
On it!
Thanks, Davrin.
No problem.
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting the Venatori to show up.
They talked about shipments of some kind.
Let's look around. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Thank the Maker. Did you find the others?
What others?
Those mercenaries have abducted people from around Docktown, then sold them to the Venatori. I heard them talk about a warehouse. They could be holding them there.
We'll look into it. The warehouse where we found the Darkspawn isn't far from here. I thought the Shadow Dragons were keeping an eye on it, but let's check, just to be safe.
Just gotta heal myself in the coolest possible way, you know how it goes.
Let's look around, see what we find.
A notice. Venatori. The risen gods require flesh for crafting and blood for power. Find sellswords willing to trade in what they seek. You will be rewarded.
Well, that's not good. Sounds like blood magic.
That was a shiny thing that could be broken. Well, it's definitely a warehouse. There's plenty of shit that I found. They could use some organizational help. Scribbled note. Roman, found a crew down by the docks willing to get what we want. They say they've even taken down Canary before. I'll negotiate the price.
Trafficking in people. Vile. We need to stop this.
That's not very promising. Hasty reply. Once you've made the exchange, take the prisoners down to Low Tide Beach. We'll hold them there before we move them. Nice of them.
Low Tide Beach. Let's go.
Gives them to leave specific directions for us.
Trouble ahead.
Oh, indeed.
Right on him. Move. Good one, Davrin.
Hey, level 50! Maximum level reached. Pretty sure my only control ability is that one that I almost never use anyway. That one. Ooh. The flat 10 momentum generation? Please. was just looking to see if there were any other ones like that. Give a flat boost to momentum, because that might be worth pulling a point or two out of something else. There used to be a key tag over here somewhere. Have I memorized the location of every petable cat in Minrazis? Not entirely, but a lot of them.
Whatever you say.
You'll leave Docktown to us.
No, you lord of the shadows.
These Venatori down.
The Venatori are bullies and worse.
We'll get you out of there. Hang on.
Orders. It's not called cursed because of the wrecks. If a smuggler can't handle the rocks and shallows, they should have hired better, and no one's crying. But the blood in the sand, don't you think it's thinned the veil? Do you think nothing crawls its way through? Is it worth a speck of gold?
You all right?
No, but I'm alive and grateful. They were going to take me somewhere. They talked about rituals and risen gods.
Venatori. It's always the same old tune. Do you have somewhere to go? Someplace you'll be safe?
I don't know the city.
Find the pawn shop. You can trust the people there. Tell them Rook sent you.
I should probably be prioritizing the lower level companions anyway. Wasn't really thinking about that one. Because I don't know if I'm going to get any more chances other than little dialogue things here and there to shift levels around. She's at 9. He's full up at 10. Griffin Daddy. Emmerich at 8. Harding's 9. Lucanis is 8. Neve is 8. Taash is 9. So Lucanis, Neve, and Emmerich. I feel like Lucanis is likely to get more loyalty points out of Treviso stuff in general. Not sure I dare bring 2 different people who do the same damage type. Especially since I can never keep I can never remember which enemies are vulnerable or resistant to which elements. Stop and line myself up, otherwise I fall off that thing every time.
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam and she is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all. Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Lovely.
Who is Ivenchi planning to poison with the Kamek? Aside from the crows?
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Of course.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Ivenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
Subdue the citizens, get rid of your enemies, show the Antam you're a leader with a plan. I hate to say it, but Ivenchi's a smart gambler.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight, the governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Ivenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Why do I have a feeling that's about to be another side ending?
Do you think Ivenchi would target the field hospital?
I would not put anything past them now.
Guys, give me just a second. Ad is about to run anyway, so I'm going to take the opportunity to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Did I forget to hit the BRB? Or did I hit it without even realizing I hit it before I even looked? Not sure. Anyway, I'm back. Sorry about that. My plan is to try and knock out these 2 side quests we have left.
There's the garrison.
Door was never open before, I don't think. Alright, thanks. I hope you have a good night. Sleep well. I was about to say I'm going to see if I can knock out these 2 side quests so that next Monday we can jump right into point of no return story stuff.
I need to go through my notes later.
On to the garrison and the governor.
Please, go on.
I need to go through my notes later. See what the shadows might find useful.
Need company?
No. But I'd love yours all the same.
Then I'm yours.
I keep forgetting when I grab the 2 of them based on like approval values or whatever. For some reason I keep forgetting that they're together, which makes the banter also extra
Courtyard looks empty.
satisfying.
No guards. Where are the Untom?
Eventually must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Eventually's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
Intruders! Call them down!
He didn't say Rook, he said look, but I definitely heard Rook intruders. Oh, see? For these guys, it would have been fine if I brought Emmerich. They're vulnerable to...
We can escape across the roofs.
Blizzard sure is nifty. Like, nope, you guys are just gonna stop right there. Oops, wrong button. Again. Dumb brain moment, and it makes sense because there was just battle happening on it, but I really want to straighten this rug out. Just a tripping hazard waiting to happen.
Courtyard's full of darkspawn.
That explains why Avengers aren't on. We're trying to run.
Oh, we'll see. Now, as quickly as I said that, now I'm glad I didn't bring Emmerich. Darkspawn would have been resistant to everybody.
Company, get ready.
Avengers blighted.
Wait! Jacobus!
Jacobus became infected when the city was blighted. I fucking knew it. Man. These guys.
By poisoning it?
Oh shit. If I'm not mistaken, I think Sadistic is the one where they gain health every time Yep. They restore health and gain bonus damage every time one of its allies dies.
Die.
Behind you, look out! Look out!
Go. Okay. Sorry, I got this.
Nice move, bro.
Okay, now for Avenchi.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the blight takes me!
An odd thing to choose as your last act in the world, I must say. Oops.
Bold of them. Something's wrong. Something in the air.
Yeah, me too, Lucanis. More trapped. That's gonna get annoying if you can do that in battle. It's so annoying when you're all spread out like that.
Wait! Are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working.
There are only 3 of them. Why did I think there were more?
Got it covered.
Definitely not just 3 of them.
want. It won't end any differently.
I'm good to go. Got things ready.
Why don't you die? Why don't you give up?
People who care don't give up on their city. Also, how many of you are there? What is going on?
Got us at range.
I guess I got him. All of him. Many of them.
That damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me. If you hadn't interfered.
It wouldn't have made a difference.
Neither will my death. My comet could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted. Dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
Your supreme doucheness, you get a full dose of Rook Scorn.
We just stopped the governor from poisoning people. That's a start.
I did it to protect the city!
You did it because you wanted it for yourself. You say you did all this for Treviso, eventually to protect it. But you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
Put an end to the governor, ensuring that Treviso will be free. Lucanis approves. That was messy. Obviously, I have to check for shinies. I keep seeing this green smoke and thinking it's gonna Croesus or something.
the Antam have not...
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time.
None of that. It is time to celebrate a victory.
Rook! I should have wine. We should toast you.
Evenchi is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Antam remain, though with Evenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas.
Persuade. I'm sure.
Outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
We fought for this city. The least it can do to repay us is survive.
Treviso is stronger than Evenchi ever gave it credit for.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antam and the Blight.
I missed whatever achievement I just got. Oh, Lucanis has a thing.
Lucanis.
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
If you're experiencing imprisonment in the fall of Treviso, Lucanis wants independent lives for himself and Spite.
What was it Neve said? That killing the demon in the Fade could do it?
Could. She says there are no guarantees. Besides, our circumstances are unique.
Because you and Spite were forced together?
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
And what about the other person in this equation? How does he feel about this?
He dreams of freedom. I've shared those dreams. He never chose this, Rook. Something must change.
You sound like you still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite.
Spite's been leveling up too, I guess.
With all he's learned from me, what then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
As much as I really want to make a funny job about his cooking skills, this is clearly obviously worrying him.
A demon who's worked in a team, saved people, and made friends.
He'd lose them if I cast him out.
You keep saying that. Like you'd miss him?
He's been part of me. He'd be alone.
Spite will only be alone if he chooses to be. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
Oh, that's interesting. I'm pretty sure that's the first time he's gotten Heroes of Veilguard without me making a major decision in one direction or another. I'm very curious whether that's because I didn't choose Treviso, or whether it's just a Lucanis being different special boy thing that would have happened anyway, you know? Demon of Defiance. Defiant and unrelenting, Lucanis gives no quarter to his targets, preying on their weaknesses and giving them no chance to recover. Rose tenacity. Expertise comes notoriety. The suit is reinforced in every place that counts, protecting against even the most unexpected strikes. Detonations versus knockdown enemies also deal stagger to all enemies. Stagger from detonating is increased by 50% for each enemy hit. Oh, Lucanis' logbook 5. Dawn, search the library. Mid-morning, discussion with Neve, archives in Minrasis. Midday, discussion with Emmerich, Mournwatch records. Discussion with Harding, Inquisition Associates. My reading on possession has become lax over time, but that will be rectified. Reading list. Abominations. A thorough study, including records of conversation taken from 910 Dragon to 923 Dragon by Enchanter Kidara, the Ostwick Circle. The Possessed and What We Don't Realize. From The Weekly Truth in Minrasis, author name unknown. The Kirkwall Incidents, author name withheld. On Envy and, crossed out, Spite trusts nothing to do with Envy demons. The Wardens have dealt with possession. Would their records on the subject survive anywhere? We gotta see. Ooh, snazzy. Very snazzy. Something about the shoulders makes it look like he should be wearing a backpack. Like this bit here. But I like it. Overall, very cool. Finish out that. Neve and Emmerich are the only ones who are still level 8. As much as it makes more sense to take Davrin when fighting. Well, actually, now I was going to say when fighting Darkspawn, and then I remembered that the quest title is Hauntings, so I guess Emmerich does make sense, actually. They both have the same ability thingies, but... well...
Trouble over there.
Didn't be able to click my thingy and then got plunged into combat.
Wonderfully done, Neve.
And Rook takes that.
I've set that one up.
Now it's your turn.
Look behind you.
Thank you.
Ah, well done.
Indeed. Despite my very much not paying attention at the beginning.
There. It's a haunting.
Devouring. Gotta make sure it's not something that affects how I need to fight this thingy. Oh. Try not to let it hit you. Got it.
Got it! Now there's a nice shot. Shot. Move fast.
One, quickly!
Got you covered. Rook takes credit there.
At the ready!
My job's done. Your turn. No, that was unnerving, though not out of place for the wetlands.
It's just sitting loafs next to my bed, but it looks like he's watching Shinobi. He's got his back turned to me, like, just in case he needs to keep an eye on him, I guess. Oh, okay, so it was in the wetlands. I totally forgot that it was a Necropolis quest. That's good. That might just get me enough. That might just get me enough points to level up their shop.
We got rid of a haunting in the Hosberg wetlands.
Welcome news.
It will stalk the innocent no longer.
Good. Glad that's settled. Go, or was there something else? Nope.
A malignant spirit has attached itself to an inanimate object.
It has already taken lives.
Dispose of it before it strikes again. Lichdom suits Emmerich.
He wears the crown well.
Hold on.
Arm yourself.
Oh, damn, I don't have enough money.
Prepare for the hunt. Way too early on that one.
Is that a candle hop? It must be the haunting.
That's creepy. Also, its name is Death. And it's regenerating? That one I definitely need to look up, because if I don't, it could be a very long battle. Oh, just periodically heals a small portion.
One less problem on my doorstep.
I wonder what drew it to a candlehop form.
Candlehop enchantments give them the lay of the city. If the spirit picked those up, made it easy to skulk around.
I'm guessing there's probably one more. I don't actually know whether it's faster to run that or teleport or warp or whatever you want to call it.
What tiding? Congratulations are in order. There are no more hauntings of this magnitude to be dealt with.
You have done well.
Allow us to present you with a final token of our appreciation.
Ooh, unique medium helm. Death rattle. Gain precision when you reach low health. Now leeches 100% while you have low health. Ooh. Less ability damage than my current one. That might be worth swapping out, honestly. Just because of the leeching effect. I do like my little product spirit thingy.
There is much to be done.
They're the last ones I don't have maxed out with. So I think it's safe to just sell everything. Got 15 anti-even crow strength for that. Okay, huh. Interesting. Grey Wardens and Lords of Fortune. Not everybody, but almost everybody. Weird. Yay. Hey, let's see. Did they not have... I probably should have looked at this before I went and unlocked everything. Maybe they give you the legendary instead of... Like if I hadn't completed the Hauntings quest, but I had still somehow maxed them out. Which I think I've done everything in this game, so I don't know if that's even possible. But maybe it would have been purchasable then? Oh. Maybe theirs is just the amulet then. Interesting. You always have max arrows, but your ranged weapons can no longer deal weak point damage. Honestly, when there are weak points, I'm usually using arrows for it, because it's usually big stuff like dragons that are awfully hard to catch otherwise. definitely get that. Obviously.
Prepare for the hunt.
Aside from the Shadow Dragons, the Grey Wardens are the other most recent shop I leveled up, I think. Let me double check them. If I do play it all between tonight and next week, it'll just be like chest hunting, essentially. I'll probably level up the caretaker shop and...
Antoine writes a lot of notes.
He's got a lot on his mind.
Evka has a lot of maps.
She's not leaving things to chance.
You mean the Blight eruption? Do you think there's more of them?
I don't know. But Antoine and Evka, this is what they're good at. Poking around, this sort of thing.
The weird stuff. That's what the other warden said.
Yeah, the weird stuff. You're
Anyway,
keeping busy?
It'll just be like chest hunting and trying to explore every last nook and cranny that I might not have gotten to yet. Maybe I did get most of the stuff from them.
Back to it.
Alright. Nothing left in the journal. The point of no return. So that is going to be where I'm going to leave it for tonight. Also because it's 2:15 a.m. and it's very much bedtime. But next Monday, I have no idea how long the final chapter is. I know there are let's say 5 quests, something like that, plus the one that's currently in the journal. But I mean, one of those quests was literally just that brief team meeting, so I have no idea how long any of them are. But that is what we will do next week. Meantime, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out. Yeah, until next Monday, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and see you guys next Monday. Have a good night.